28 minutes on to 7 o'clock. This is where I say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. It is Monday, the 11th day of May, 2026. For some reason, I almost said 2027, man. Nonetheless, folks, it is indeed a good day to have a good day in a good way. I hope you had a great weekend. To all the mothers, I hope you had a very, very good day yesterday. But we're going to start the day as we normally do. Heavenly Father, thank you for the gift of a new week. As the sun rises, may your light shine upon my path. Guide me in every decision I make. Fill my heart with peace, my mind with clarity, and my soul with unwavering faith. Let this week bring opportunities for growth, divine connections, unexpected blessings, and the strength to overcome every challenge. May your grace go before me, may your wisdom walk with me, and your love surround me. Bless my family, my work, and my dreams. Make this week fruitful, joyful, and filled with purpose. In Jesus' name, amen, amen, and amen. And that is my prayer for you as well. That wasn't just for me. And as usual, he always sends two of them. Good morning, happy Monday. And this one says, may your heart be light, your mind be clear, and your spirit be filled with peace. Walk in the confidence that God has already gone before you, preparing the way and covering you in his grace. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. That's from Psalm 118 and verse 24. Yeah, give me strength. Sometimes it could get, very, very rough and tough. It's like Murphy's Law. Everything that can go wrong goes wrong at the worst possible time. But hold on, just hold on. All shall be well. Believe that. Yeah, believe that all shall be well. Lauren Salem, good morning to you. Good morning, Mildred Smith, Michelle Bernard. Good morning. It's so good to have you all with me this morning, as always. I keep saying we need to have a fan club, a little session where we can just sit and, folks, again, to the family of Miss Glenda, good morning. I urge you to be strong at this time. Sylvina Charles, good morning. Michelle Bernard. Who else is it? Jillian McIntyre, good morning. Natalia Ross, Monica Meros Williams is with us. Petlin is with us as always. So too is Jennifer Colimo. And I want to say good morning to the family of that young officer that died on Saturday morning. I can only imagine, I just want you to be strong, because he promised, he's going to be with us. He will not forsake us. He did it before, and trust me, he'll do it again. He'll do it again. This is a song I want to play this morning for that. Through it all, you've got a strength that is untapped. It's 24 minutes on to 7 o'clock. To all those of you mourning this morning, remember that mourning is a process, all right? Take your time and grieve and get over it. Don't shut it out too early, because it comes back, all right? It is a process. Let the process have its way. You understand what I'm saying? The word of the day today, that word is very, very. V-A-R-Y. Very. V-A-R-Y. Very. And it means to differ or to change. Yeah, very. Here's how we can use that word in a sentence. Prices vary by season. Yeah, some people change it even without the season, but I'm certain you heard me talk about, having a control, control production so that we can have prices constant. Production and prices, they go hand in hand, demand and supply, yeah? There are times when you can get 3 pounds of tomatoes tomatoes, how you say it, for $5, and there are times when you get 1 pound for $10. If we control it, the production of it, all right, then the prices wouldn't vary like that. Good morning, Miss Annie. I know you had a wonderful day yesterday, Curti and Daniel and Delia and Micah and Carla and everybody. I know they made a wonderful day for you. Even Joe. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Pops. What's up? Hope you're doing fine. The entire home circle. Ashlyn and everybody. All the grandchildren. Good morning. Good morning. 22 minutes on to 7 o'clock. The motivational tip of the day is up next. To all the mothers, yesterday was your day, man, and so much emphasis was placed on Mother's Day, and every year it's an annual thing, and sad to say, that is not reciprocated when it comes to the men. I wonder why. Yolan Swan, good morning to you. Mary E. Banks. Erlin out there in the U.S., a pleasant good morning to you. Lovey, good morning to you. I hope you are doing fine. All shall be well. Again, the family of Linda Straker, man, we mourn with you. Yeah, we from the media fraternity, we mourn with you. Anyone who is losing someone today, so you lost a relative, a friend. I'm just hearing of a youngster who died in a bicycle crash. I don't know, man. I don't know. I keep, I don't really want to get into that conversation, but I find we're having a lot of sort of mysterious deaths. Someone said something to me that I cannot repeat on the radio, or else I will be sued. Yeah, and I can't afford a lawsuit at the moment. But nonetheless, the motivational tip of the day: good, better, best. Never let it rest till your good is better and your better is best. Good, better, best. That's how it goes. Something is good, it gets better, and then it reaches its optimum, it's at its best. Never let it rest till your good is better and your better is best. So we're striving for best. All right, if you're good at the moment, let's get it better. Yeah, let's up the game a bit so it gets better, and then we take the better and make it best. Yeah. 19 minutes on to 7 o'clock. To all the police officers of the nation, good morning. All the teachers, good morning. Principals, ancillary staff. The Paraclete Government School, good morning to you. Hermitage Government School, the Tivoli RC School. I should not have started that because everybody would say, oh, you ain't call us, all right? Nonetheless, let me get out of it. ASP Leon McQueen and family, good morning. ASP Alan James and family, good morning. That's a special morning. Hey, the sweet surprise coming up, you understand? I hope you all start preparing because we have this big homecoming and we want to give them the best punch of cream to go back. You understand what I'm saying? You think you should add a new flavor, man, the peanut butter flavor. Yeah, I love peanut butter, you know. Yeah. ZZ, good morning. AJ, NJ, Princess, good morning. AJ, good morning. Gail and Alva up in the Mohai. Hope you all are doing fine. Let's see what's buzzing this morning. What's making the rounds this morning? All right, former Senator Nilon Franklin's death, now the subject of a coroner's inquest. A juvenile makes his first court appearance today, charged with non-capital murder in connection with the death of Melva Warwood. In the region, Venezuela warns of serious environmental impact after alleged oil oil spill in Trinidad and Tobago. Internationally, Iran sends response to U.S. proposals to end war. And in sports, Marlon Glynn retains position as president of the GFA. We've got the details to this and more coming up shortly in the morning edition.
Let everything that I do be what you tell me to.
Uncle Tilly, good morning to you.
That I go be where you send me to look.
Yeah. Okay, she says there's no mysterious death. There's always a cause. Yes, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right on that, yeah?
Order my steps.
It might be a mystery to us because we were not around and so forth, but the true sense of the word, it's never a mystery. You know, it's not a surprise to God, you know, even before you were formed in your mother's womb. God knows that's how you're going. Veronica Sandy, good morning. Catherine Phillip, Joan Brathwaite Batson, yeah, hope you all are doing fine. Yep. The folks inside of Munich. Erlyn, I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather comes up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
That I do be what you tell me.
When you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you run, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
As we look ahead to 2026, we're committed to elevating Grenada's presence on the global stage. Our integrated tactical focus includes media relations, travel trade engagement, sales activation, and digital campaigns. These efforts are designed to ensure visibility and establish leadership in our niche pillar marketing. We invite you to join us on this journey by supporting our initiatives and sharing the beauty of our Tri-Island state with the world. Together, we can make 2026 a year of growth and success for our islands. Whether you're a local stakeholder, a travel enthusiast, or someone who simply loves Grenada, your involvement is crucial to our success. Thank you for your continued support. Let's make 2026 a year to remember.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
This is the morning edition of news for today, Monday, 11th May 2026. In the headlines, former Senator Nylon Franklin's death, now the subject of a coroner's inquest. A juvenile makes his first court appearance today, charged with non-capital murder in connection with the death of Melva Warwood. In the region, Venezuela warns of serious environmental impact from alleged oil spill in Trinidad and Tobago. Internationally, Iran sends response to U.S. proposals to end war. And in sports, Marlon Green retains position as president of the Grenada Football Association. The details of these and more right after these messages.
The Ministry of Agriculture White Potato Production Initiative is an OECS sub-regional project aimed at reducing Grenada's reliance on imported white potatoes, which in 2025 had an imported value of over 4.5 million EC dollars. The White Potato Production Initiative is part of the Ministry of Agriculture's food security drive and is being undertaken with the simultaneous cultivation of other crops such as sweet potatoes, pineapples, coconuts, carrots, and other vegetables. Other OECS countries like Dominica and St. Vincent and the Grenadines are already at an advanced stage in white potato production, with Dominica completely cutting the import of white potatoes during the first quarter of 2026. Grenada is now preparing to advance production for better output in 2027. The Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry, ensuring food and nutrition security for all.
Get ready for the mother of all bingos, because Sunday, May 17th, the entire nation will be heading to the National Cricket Stadium for the massive Mega Force promotions, Cars and Cash Mega Bingo. It all goes down from 5 p.m. and this year you can win not one, not two, but 3 hybrid cars. We're talking a Suzuki Ignis, a Subaru XV, and a Honda Vissel. But that's not all. You can also get a chance to win $30,000 in cash. Grab your tickets now, $60 for one or $100 for two. And did I mention free buses will be available island-wide? This is the event no one should miss. Sunday, May 17th, Cars and Cash Mega Bingo. National Cricket Stadium, we're coming. Brought to you by Caribbean. It's the way we play.
Good morning, everyone. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph, welcoming graphics and his team from Hot 98 FM. In the local news, 3 months shy of 1 year since the death of former Senator Neil Franklin, police have released that the matter is now expected to be the subject of a coroner's inquest following the conclusion of police investigations. In a statement released to the public, the Royal Grenada Police Force confirmed that investigations into Franklin's death have officially been completed. Police also revealed that following consultations with the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, a decision was taken for the matter to proceed to a coroner's inquest. Authorities have not at this time disclosed additional details surrounding the circumstances of Franklin's death. A coroner's inquest is a judicial inquiry held to determine the facts surrounding a person's death, including how and when the death occurred. Former Senator Franklin died on Sunday, August 24, 2025, after reportedly collapsing at his home and later being pronounced dead at the General Hospital in St. George's. The Royal Grenada Police Force also thanked members of the public for their patience and cooperation throughout the investigation. A 16-year-old boy from Sab in St. Andrew will appear before the Grenville Magistrates Court today, charged with the offense of non-capital murder in connection with the death of 66-year-old Melva Warwood. Police say the charge stems from investigations into the discovery of Miss Warwood's motionless body at Maribo in St. Andrew on Sunday, May 3rd. According to investigators, the juvenile was formally charged with causing Miss Warwood's death by unlawful harm. Girls across Grenada are being encouraged to embrace innovation and technology as the country observed Girls in ICT Day on Friday with the official launch of the Innovation Challenge. The annual observance is spearheaded by the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission in partnership with the Ministry of Education and Communication and Information Technology. Chairman of the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, Vincent Roberts, said the newly launched AI Innovation Initiative is designed to inspire young girls to use artificial intelligence to help improve key sectors, including agriculture and healthcare. We have more on this.
One of the ideas developed here today may one day help a farmer improve crop production, help protect our coastline, improve healthcare access, or create the next successful digital business right here in Grenada. This is the power of innovation, and that is the power of investing in our youth, and especially investing in our young ladies, our girls. At the NTRC, we believe that Grenada's digital future must be inclusive.
Roberts noted that the initiative aims to build creativity, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills among participants while exposing them to the growing opportunities within the field of information and communication technology. A featured speaker at the event was Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, who underscored the importance of empowering young women to take advantage of opportunities in the digital age.
The aim of this initiative is to bridge the gap between a lot of the talk, a lot of the theory, and what we actually need. The actual experiments, the actual ideas, and the actual solutions to help make your lives and the lives of future Grenadians, and in particular women, more impactful. It is also important to bear in mind that we also wish you to address the critical issue of gender-based violence.
Girls in ICT Day is observed internationally to encourage more girls and young women to pursue studies and careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics-related fields. That concludes the first segment of news. Stay with us. The regional and international developments, they are straight ahead. In the region, Venezuela is raising concerns over a reported oil spill believed to have originated in Trinidad and Tobago, saying it has caused serious environmental damage along parts of its coastline. According to Venezuela's foreign ministry, preliminary assessments show severe risks to ecosystems in the states of Sucre and Delta Amacuro, as well as the Gulf of Paria, which is shared by both countries. Authorities say the mangroves, wetlands, and marine life could be affected. Venezuela is requesting detailed information on the incident, including mitigation and containment plans, and is also calling for reparations under international environmental law. However, Trinidad and Tobago has not yet confirmed or commented on the alleged spill. Both countries share long-standing energy ties and jointly border the Gulf of Paria, an important oil and gas-producing region in the Caribbean. Looking further afield, Iran says it has sent its response to U.S. proposals to end the war. Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif said his country, which has served as mediator, had received the Iranian response but could not share any details. He did not say if the proposal has already been passed on to the U.S. The U.S. has not made details of its proposals public either, but reports suggest they center on a 14-point memorandum of understanding which could lead to negotiations on Iran's nuclear ambitions. A ceasefire meant to facilitate talks to end the war launched by the U.S. and Israel in February has been largely observed despite occasional exchanges of fire. U.S. news outlet Axios reported that the one-page 14-point U.S. memo includes provisions such as a suspension on Iranian nuclear enrichment, the lifting of sanctions, and restoring free transit through the Strait of Hormuz. That's the regional and international news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. Football. The Grenada Football Association has re-elected Marlon Glynn as president during its extraordinary Congress held on Saturday at the National Cricket Stadium. Glynn's slate ran uncontested after the Electoral Committee confirmed it is the only team to meet all the necessary requirements. The chairman of the Electoral Committee, Raymond Roberts, said the process was conducted transparently and in accordance with the association's rules. The new executive includes Vice President Carl Andel, Women's Director Kazira Thomas, Carriacou representatives Dwayne Williams, and committee members Lyndon Bubb, Ricky Williams, and Charlton Henry. President Marlon Glynn says the executive remains committed to grassroots development, infrastructure improvement, and strengthening Grenadian football regionally and internationally. And that's all the sports at this time. We'll have more sports in our luncheon newscast and in our primetime newscast later on in the evening. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
How do you choose your toilet paper? Just because it's soft and nice. That's how I choose my toilet paper. Made right here in the Isle of Spice. Cherish Springs off Harbor Bay. Super value every day. The price is right and locally they're made. Support local when you purchase Cherish and other quality brands from Grenada Paper Products.
And folks, for the latest weather forecast, we now join forecaster Vondi Cyrus at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Vondi.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent, to you and to your listeners. Here's weather for today, Monday, 11th May, 2026. It is a fair morning at the MBIA. Winds are from the east at 10 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1014.7 millibars. That is above normal and rising. The present temperature is 28.5 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 71%. Yesterday's highest temperature was 31.4 degrees Celsius. Last night's lowest temperature was 26.5 degrees Celsius. There was no rainfall recorded here at the MBIA over the last 24 hours. Hence, the month's total remains at 1.3 millimeters. Now to look at the public weather forecast valid for today and tonight for the state of Grenada. Conditions are expected to be generally fair, windy, and hazy, becoming partly cloudy at times with brief light showers. Today's maximum temperature can be around 31 degrees Celsius. Wind easterly to southeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides will be high at 10 a.m., low at 4:45 p.m. Sunset today 6:23, sunrise tomorrow 5:43. Just a recap of the public weather forecast valid for today and tonight for the state of Grenada. Conditions are expected to be generally fair, windy and hazy, becoming partly cloudy at times with brief light showers. And for persons with respiratory illnesses or allergies, just be mindful of the hazy conditions today. But from the Met Office, this is Vondi Cyrus wishing you a great day.
Thank you very much, Vondi. You have a great day likewise. Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited.
Go paperless with e-billing. Get your Grenlec bill straight to your email inbox with myaccount.grenlec.com. Sign in to myaccount.grenlec.com, where you'll be directed to the home screen. Under Additional Options and Paperless Billing, hit Sign Up. Enter the email where you'd like to receive your bills. Check the accounts you want, then click Sign Me Up. It's that easy. Your bills now come straight to your email inbox. Paperless billing is here.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores?
Three minutes after 7 o'clock to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Former Senator Nealon Franklin's death, now the subject of a coroner's inquest. A juvenile makes his first court appearance today, charged with non-capital murder in connection with the death of Melva Warwood. In the region, Venezuela warns of serious environmental impact from alleged oil spill in Trinidad and Tobago. Internationally, Iran sends response to U.S. proposals to end war. And in sports, Marlon Glynn retains position as president of the Grenada Football Association. Now that has been the morning edition of news for today, Monday, 11th May 2026. On behalf of the entire news department and everyone who make this newscast possible, I'm Gordon Joseph saying thank you for viewing and listening, wishing you a productive and safe day, and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere. To Graphics and his team from Hot 98 FM, we say thank you very much for sharing your time with us. Have a great day now, everybody.
Fire up the coals, bring the flavor. It's time to crown the King of the Grill. Maggie King of the Grill 2026 is calling you. Think you got the creativity, the skills, and the fire to rule the grill? This is the ultimate showdown for chefs, backyard masters, and the food lovers alike. Step up, show your talent, and claim your spot among the best. With over $5,000 in cash and prizes to be won, the stakes has never been hotter. Happening Saturday, May the 30th. Register now. Call or WhatsApp 407-8458. But hurry, registration close April the 30th. Don't wait. Bring your fire, bring your flavor, and bring your A-game. Maggie, King of the Grill 2026, where champions are made on the grill.
Get ready for the mother of all bingos, because Sunday, May 17th, the entire nation will be heading to the National Cricket Stadium for the massive Megaforce promotions, cars and cash. Mega Bingo! It all goes down from 5 p.m. and this year you can win not one, not two, but 3 hybrid cars. We're talking a Suzuki Ignis, a Subaru XV, and a Honda Vizsla. But that's not all. You can also get a chance to win $30,000 in cash. Grab your tickets now. $60 for one or $100 for two. And did I mention free buses will be available island-wide? This is the event no one should miss. Sunday, May 17th, cars and cash Mega Bingo. National Cricket Stadium, we're coming. Brought to you by Caribbean. It's the way we play.
At 5 p.m. on August 5th, 1944, the schooner Island Queen sailed out of the St. George's Harbor. On board were some of Grenada's brightest and best sons and daughters. What happened afterwards remains a mystery.
Where Island Queen gone?
Heritage Theatre Company presents Lucy's Straw Hat, a full-length drama written and directed by Chris DeRiggs, a moving story about a family caught up in the drama of this great mystery. Meet Mammy Sylvie, a woman with a secret too heavy to keep but too painful to reveal.
I'm asking for forgiveness for not telling you the truth.
Pa John, the war veteran.
Sometimes I sit here feeling so helpless, so crushed.
Hyacinth, always ready to do mischief.
You don't see the woman Uncle Norris married? She face ugly enough to turn milk.
Lucy, beautiful and headstrong.
I had a dream, Mommy, but Hyacinth was there, holding my hand.
Lucy's Straw Hat at Grenada Trade Center on Saturday 13th and Sunday 14th June, and at the Luke Cinema on Saturday 20th and Sunday 21st June. All shows 7 p.m. Advance tickets $60, $75 at the door. Come join us.
Where Island Queen gone?
The Grenville
Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store or call 442-8602, 459-4325 or 416-8467 for further information.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Life doesn't stand still. It moves. It grows. It asks you to believe in what's next. Your first car. Owning your home. The business you build. The future you choose to invest in. Life moves in steps. When you're ready to take the next one, we're here to help you move forward with banking solutions designed for life. From vehicle financing and mortgages to education savings, credit solutions, and support for your growing business. Republic Bank, ready for life, every step.
Well, folks, it's now 12 minutes after 7 o'clock, and at this time I'm happy to join Sergeant Troy Paul for this morning's traffic report. A hectic weekend you had, my brother.
Absolutely. A pleasant morning to all of you as listeners. It's always a pleasure to let persons know what is happening in the Thailand state as it relates to everything traffic. And we're here this morning, and we're going to do nothing but that this morning. As it stands, we have some footage this morning, and we're definitely going to take a dive right into it. And looking at the traffic state for the morning in most of the areas as reported, especially the towns and all these adjoining roads, we do have a light to moderate flow of traffic. However, we're having that footage here as we look from the Grenada direction come up to the St. George's area. We're seeing here that we do have a light to moderate flow of traffic along that Grenada public road as well. So we're seeing here that traffic is slowly moving as we take a closer look at the traffic from that area. So we're moving slowly, traffic is flowing, and we're seeing it. So definitely we're seeing that slow-moving traffic most of the areas. So as we know, with the exception of traffic coming out from the Calivini Island, Calivini Public Road direction, we already start seeing some movement there. And definitely we know what happened in there. So as we take a closer look as we come up to the town of St. George, so we see here that the Louters Lane, traffic moderately flowing here as well, light to moderate as we observe. So persons coming to and from those areas can definitely move with a sense of easement. So far, no obstruction, no unnecessary as we said, obstruction or accident. So we start seeing here as we take a closer look at the Lucas Street roundabout. We already start seeing movement of traffic there, and that traffic seems to be almost close to the, already past the Ban House, getting up to Panji area. So we already start seeing a heavy movement of traffic coming out from the St. Paul direction. So Lotus Lane is light to moderate. Lucas Street light to moderate. Maras Hill seems to be a little moderate at this time. So we had that appreciation of the Lucas Street roundabout. As we go along to the that was the Lotus Lane. So we look at Lucas Street. Lucas Street is flowing nicely there. Vehicles coming down. We see a few vehicles parked there. However, we trust that they move in due time. We move a little closer and down. Traffic nicely flowing along the Lucas Street direction. So definitely that area is flowing smoothly as well. We have a look at the traffic coming out from the western corridor there. And we're seeing moderately flowing traffic from that side heading onto the Keep Left area, heading onto the town of St. George or wherever they're going. So traffic around most of the areas right now are nicely, as I said, light in most cases, moderately flowing traffic. Nothing to be alarmed of at the moment, but we know as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour, most of this traffic will definitely build. As we take a closer look along the River Road side and also the Monge direction, we have want to see that traffic coming up from that direction as well. And we're seeing that traffic already started flowing, moderate flowing traffic coming out from that direction. So as we had a closer look at the Monge direction in the area of Kaimena, Go, Raving side, and so there we have moderately flowing traffic there. We see that there's a pausing vehicle as it starts flowing now. So I guess one vehicle, probably a bus, maybe a stop for someone to drop. So we're seeing here that traffic is flowing nicely again in that area. So definitely we see what is happening in most of the areas there. So far, so good. Traffic moderately flowing, no unnecessary obstruction in most of the areas. Like the exception that we have, the Calivini Public Road traffic start moving nicely, and also the Lucas Street roundabout is there. We have moderate flowing, a little bit heavier in those areas. As we dive right into the accident state for the past 24 hours, the accident state for the past 24 hours in the Thailand state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Pitimatnik, we did have a total of 9 accidents reported, 9, and we had 8 minor and 1 road fatality. And we see here last night the traffic department was rather busy on the scene of a road fatality in the area of the Mongay, that is close to the Mount Trust intersection there, where a minor succumbed to his injury as a result of a motor vehicle accident along that road. And it is a call for concern. And so we do have a total of, as you said, 8 minor. So traffic headquarters had 5 in total, 4 minor, 1 road fatality. South had 1 minor, Grenada 1 minor, St. Paul's area 1, Grenville 1 minor, giving us a total of 8 minor, 1 road fatality. And again, I want to appeal to drivers, motorists on a whole. And I love when you said, as for the past few days you refer to the term motorists or persons using the road, because we saw here that one of the other in the accident was a motorcycle. So again, motorcycle riders, we want to appeal to you again to drive safely along the roads. Drivers, please be mindful of cycle. Sorry, it was a cycle. Again, we want to appeal to you to take your time, drive along the road, and make sure that everything is working properly on your instrument. So we take it back as we go back onto the traffic and to make sure that we look at closer what is happening again as we try to wrap things up. So most of we're seeing here that traffic a slight increase in the area. We're looking at the Allen Frantic area and the Port Highway here, and we're seeing traffic still moderately flowing at this time, nothing to be alarmed of. So we saw most of the areas, traffic moderately flowing. So from Grand Anse, we had that area come right up to the town of St. George. We saw the traffic coming out from the western side, that is traffic from the Cherry Hill direction. We saw traffic from the Granada direction, and these traffic are nicely moderately flowing at this particular time. So we're just having a little traffic here from the Spring direction, and that traffic here is moderately flowing as well. So what we do expect is that a heavier flow of traffic as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour, but we know that persons know what to expect around these times. We do, from the traffic department, will have officers deployed in certain areas such as Defu, Grenada, and most of the areas to assist in the regulation of the traffic so that it will be a little bit easier for motorists along the road. However, again, I always like to tell people, we cannot avoid traffic congestion. However, we can try to ease it, but we cannot avoid it. However, what persons can do is that you can leave home earlier to avoid getting stuck in those traffic and avoid getting away from it. And there's alternative routes that we can take so that we can, as we said, have that distraction. So we see here Grand and still moderately flowing as well. So most of the areas, and then that is good. So drivers and so on, we ask that you can leave home a little bit earlier to avoid those congestion in the morning time.
Okay.
And as we go to wrap things up, any questions from you?
Not really. Just again urging drivers and pedestrians alike, road users, to be cautious on the nation's roads as always. That's basically it.
Okay, thank you very much. And as we wrap things up, we're definitely going to ask that question that we normally ask on a morning time. If you're texting or driving, while driving, or doing anything else when you should have been driving,
then who is driving? Who's driving?
That's the $1 million question for this month.
Thank you very much, Saj. Have yourself a great day, and we look forward to another engagement tomorrow morning, if God permits.
Thank you very much, and have yourself a blessed day.
Folks, that has been the traffic report. We take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I've got Josephine George with us as we do a Riser Moments.
Go paperless with e-billing. Get your Grenlec bill straight to your email inbox with myaccount.grenlec.com. Sign in to myaccount.grenlec.com. where you'll be directed to the home screen. Under Additional Options and Paperless Billing, hit Sign Up. Enter the email where you'd like to receive your bills. Check the accounts you want, then click Sign Me Up. It's that easy. Your bills now come straight to your email inbox. Paperless billing is here.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of dreams and lots of plans. Lots of ways to own your land. With ACB by your side. Lots of ways to own with pride. Lots of chances to make it yours. Lots of ways to open doors. Lots of space to build much more. Lots of reasons to own your future now. There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Start building your tomorrow today with a LOTS loan from ACB Grenada Bank.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
LOTS, land ownership, tomorrow secured.
Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome, viewers and listeners, to our first edition of The Conversation for this week. And of course, it's Monday, so it's Josephine's Day. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am good. I can see the bliss on your face from Mother's Day.
Oh, Mother's Day was beautiful.
Oh, my goodness. I can only imagine.
I hope you made Mom very happy. Or moms.
Well, my two
Church
moms are gone. But nonetheless, yes. Who had to be happy was happy. Let's put it this way.
Let's put it that way.
Yes.
We leave it at that.
Yeah, and it's that.
And it's that.
And it's that. Okay. So from a riser's perspective, I know a riser doesn't leave its members undone.
Oh, no.
So
we
what
would never
did you
do
do
that.
for Mother's
So on
Day?
Friday we gave them cakes and flowers. So at least 12 moms got bouquets and over 100 received cupcakes.
Wow.
Yeah. So really, what we did was sometime between 12 and 12:30, we set the phones in the different departments, loans, the tellers, and member care in all three branches, so that when the alarm went off, the mom who was at that station at the time received the flowers.
That was creative.
Yeah, so it didn't have to do with whether you're there was nothing to qualify as such. It was just fun. You just had to be present. You had to be in the right place at the right time.
But let me tell you something.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I see all the hullabaloo for Mother's Day. I want to, and I'm waiting with bated breath.
But you should know, Arisa, by now. We always do something lovely for dads.
For dads, okay.
Always, every year.
I'm waiting.
Every year. So one guy said to me, I see what's happening, but on Father's Day, and another one said to him, no, not our Arisa.
Okay.
You were not here last year.
Right.
Yes, every year. Right. We make a hullabaloo for dads. We don't leave your...
And it has to be bigger than the mothers.
Excuse me, we would not get into that debate.
Okay.
And then, of course, staff moms were gifted spa treatments. Yes, so they came around and played music for you to relax and think about how much more you can relax with the spa treatment.
Yeah, wow.
I tell you, we went big. Yes, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And, folks, it's important to take note to the fact that sometimes you're thinking that your financial institution will be dealing only with your finances. But Risa is,
but it's the whole person.
Holistic. Yeah.
It's the whole person.
Holistic,
you're a person.
Yeah.
And without you, who are we?
Yeah, that's the point.
So, and of course, let me just wish all the moms, give belated greetings, say, to all mothers. Mothers work hard,
Yes.
Motherhood is a full-time job.
Definitely.
So belated greetings. And I was thinking, as I'm coming here, I'm saying, well, actually, no, yesterday in church was when I was reminded that the CPEA exams
is this week.
This week.
Okay.
And we very often notice when the children are going out, especially the form ones. Sometimes I don't know the cost of these backpacks, especially.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's money that caused that.
Yeah.
He has the backpack and he's
ready.
Yeah, so they get branded.
Or whatever. The shoes and and the children need to look neat and tidy and well put out. You don't want them to look and feel any less. We won't discuss the cost of these bags. But while you're thinking about gifting a child, how about an account?
Right.
So we have what is called the Excel account, and it goes for 5 years for the child's school life. Yes. So while you're thinking about that, think about getting them financially smart and financially ready. They can come in and do their own deposits, which is a habit that you should cultivate. They should get used to doing banking.
Yes.
And they can't withdraw, so that's okay.
They can't?
No.
Okay.
Of course, you have your savings for them elsewhere that you know how you're going to give them their allowances, and so that's all right. But what it does too is it promotes excellence, so that the children who do well, you bring in your report, they bring the reports in, parents bring the reports, and we award them.
Oh, okay.
We reward them for their performances, and that is not just academic. That's in sports and so as well, extracurricular activities. So I'm thinking we need to stop and think and be smart about what we do. It's not just about the trending backpack and the trending sneakers and so on. I would see as well during the holidays the girls with all the braids, and you wonder where we need to prioritize. Let's just put it that way, because nobody's saying you can't treat them. I guess we all had something that we did during the summer, but financial literacy is important. We've been going around to the schools throughout the length and breadth of Grenada and doing financial literacy. And so while we are talking to the children, and in some cases parents, because you have teachers and so on, you just want to ensure that it is a holistic approach. So parents know one of the things that you should do is open an account for the child.
Right. And that's the Excel account.
That's your Excel account. So ask us about your Excel account and come in, open your Excel account, get your child used to saving, and you save for the child. And of course, if you don't yet have an education savings plan, well, now you need to have an Excel education savings plan.
That's for children entering secondary school,
That's for everybody.
Okay.
So from the time the child is born.
All right.
Yeah, once you get that birth certificate, you have evidence that this child exists,
The Excel account.
That's the education savings.
Okay.
But I specifically was zeroing on the Excel because I know that this Caribbean Primary Exit Examination, CPEA, is this week.
Okay.
And usually when a child is going into secondary school, we gift them, whether it's parents, godparents. Right. So gift them an Excel account from Arisa.
So, clarification, the Excel account is for children entering secondary school?
Yes.
Okay.
Anytime in their secondary school life. But I'm just encouraging
to start. Start at the start.
Yes.
Yeah, start at the start.
Start where it begins.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. So, folks, you heard that. To those of you students going out to do the CPEA this week, we wish you all the best from Ariza. Aim for greatness, and parents, you can reward your child for their excellent performance with an Excel account. And not only that, but at the end of every term,
yes, we will award them.
You will get rewarded for your excellence, not just in academics.
Them. Why can't I keep saying award? We will reward them for
not just for academics, but for sports as well. Thanks, Ariza.
You're most welcome.
Yeah. Good morning.
To the children.
Yes. Good morning, Sabrina Francis. Every time I talk Ariza, I hear the song. Good morning to you and your mom. So bring back the love to Ariza as always.
I sure will.
Folks are still reeling from the AGM, but that's a different conversation.
Yes.
People are talking and talking. Well, Ariza did it again.
Yeah, you will see us all going on to AMI to see the dividends and the rebates, because obviously it was done right there and then.
Yes.
Yeah, immediately.
All right, so folks, that's it for Ariza's Moments this morning. And thanks to Josephine and the rest of the Ariza
team. So you have a lovely week, you and the GBN crew?
Of course, we always try our best to. All right, although we at the media fraternity, we're mourning the loss of Linda.
Yes, my condolences to her children and all of her loved ones.
I comfort myself with this saying, it's not a surprise to God.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's very true.
So that's a plan. That's the plan, and we just got to get with the plan.
Yeah,
it's not a surprise to him. He knew that. So, thanks and have a great day.
Thank you too,
folks. That's Ariza Moments. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere. Don't you move a muscle. When we come back, we talk about facilities management. Don't you go anywhere.
Listen now, let's all about Blazer Shop on the Caribbean. On the 30th of May, it's all about GBN, Maggie, King of the Grill. This year, we are the junior segment. And all you know the regular thing. Ooh, heat in the place, a lot of flavor. All you go see real smoke, real thing. Make sure you come on Monrouge playing field. 30th of May. Yeah, baby. And this up? So when you come out, let we have a time, eat some chicken, eat some pork, and enjoy yourself. GBN, Maggie, King of the Grill. I'm out.
Fire up the coals, bring the flavor. It's time to crown the King of the Grill. Maggie King of the Grill 2026 is calling you. Think you got the creativity, the skills, and the fire to rule the grill? This is the ultimate showdown for chefs, backyard masters, and the food lovers alike. Step up, show your talent, and claim your spot among the best. With over $5,000 in cash and prizes to be won. The stakes has never been hotter. Happening Saturday, May the 30th. Register now. Call or WhatsApp 407-8458.
Picture this, a tangerine-colored sunset, cool tropical breeze, and a plate full of perfection. Sunday, May 24th, the day before the holiday. Grenada. Get ready to live your best life at Unbothered Brunch, the tropical tangerine edition. We are taking over the Ariza car park from 4 p.m. It's going to be a vibe you can't replicate. Featuring live performances by Rita and the Ultimate Perfection Band, the Fahrenheit Band, and the Groovy Master himself, Short Pre. Keep Keeping the energy going. Get ready for Kingpin and Graphic Sounds. Here's the best part. This is a food-inclusive event, so come hungry and leave happy. Tickets are just $150. Grab yours now at gotofet.com or any authorized outlet. Sunday, May 24th, we're outside for Unbothered Brunch, the Tropical Tangerine Edition.
At 5 p.m. on August 5th, 1944, the schooner Island Queen sailed out of the St. George's Harbor. On board were some of Grenada's brightest and best sons and daughters. What happened afterwards remains a mystery.
Where Island Queen gone?
Heritage Theatre Company presents Lucy's Straw Hat, a full-length drama written and directed by Chris DeRiggs, a moving story about a family caught up in the drama of this great mystery. Meet Mammy Sylvie, a woman with a secret too heavy to keep but too painful to reveal.
Asking for forgiveness for not telling you the truth.
Pa John, the war veteran.
Sometimes I sit here feeling so helpless, so crushed.
Hyacinth, always ready to do mischief.
You don't see the woman Uncle Norris married. She face ugly enough to turn milk.
Lucy, beautiful and headstrong.
I had a dream, Mommy, but Hyacinth was there, holding my hand.
Lucy's Straw Hat at Grenada Trade Center on Saturday 13th and Sunday 14th June, and at the Luke Cinema on Saturday 20th and Sunday 21st June. All shows 7 p.m. Advance tickets $60, $75 at the door. Come join us.
Where Island Queen gone?
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. The conversation continues, and as promised, I've got my friends from Facilities Management Consultants.
Facilities Consulting Limited.
Say it again.
Facilities Consulting Limited. Yeah.
All right. This is the second time you've been here.
Yes.
All right. You were here last year. Previously, you were branded as
Financial Complex Limited.
Right. So tell me, how are things going? How's business?
Wonderful so far. Well, the name change came with a lot of, business and a lot of production and positivity.
I like that. You hear how she stressed on the positivity. Yeah. Almost sounded French. Good. So, gentlemen, how are you?
Doing well.
All right. So, I want to establish this. Your names again, please.
My name is Celis Blair. I'm a facility tech at FCL.
And I am Kessel Joseph. I am the general manager at FCL.
Okay, my cousin boy. Come and look for work. All right, so tell us, now for listeners who may not be familiar, what exactly is facility management and why is it so important?
Facility management, for most, it's more than the appearance of the building. It really entails or deals with the overall function and holistic operations of the building. It entails HVAC system, plumbing system, electrical system, the general construction of the building, and ensuring that everything runs smoothly, not just periodically, but on a day-to-day basis. And for FCL, we focus on that, really tying it into what we are focusing on, which is preventative maintenance and ensuring that, the workplace is functional and safe for its customers and employees.
So this is easily an area that people could overlook.
Definitely.
Yeah, some people, they feel they build a building, they get a building erected, and it's looking nice, and it stays nice for a year or two until the paint starts fading away, and then the foundation settles in, and you start seeing cracks on the wall and so forth. So for the average person out there, why is it so important that they should ensure that they have proper management of that facility, that building that we call?
So I think the most important part is, especially from a workplace standpoint, a lot of us spend most of our days in the workplace. Some 8 hours, some 10 hours, some as much as 12, 14 hours. Apart from the home, the workplace is probably the second most used space. And being able to go in a place that's safe, user-friendly, functional, and knowing that being there helps with the environment, helps with the production and the productivity, and you tie all of that together and knowing that it's a safe space, I think that is the most critical part. And then the other aspect of it's a big investment. When you put down a building, you're spending thousands, sometimes millions of dollars. You don't want to just construct that and let it fall apart by not maintaining it. You buy a new car, you get it off the lot. Every 3 months they tell you got to come back in and service it. Buildings are very similar. You have to keep doing preventative maintenance so that you could keep that structure as new as possible, keep it as functioning, and keep it as the space as user friendly and as safe as just as how it was constructed. And when you're able to do that, you're protecting a big investment and you're ensuring the lifespan of that asset goes beyond a period that you don't have to build back pretty soon.
So having said that, how does that affect schools, hospitals, homes, and so forth?
It affects them in a very important way. I mean, you look now at a lot of the facilities that are undergoing heavy maintenance or remodeling or reconstructing. A lot of that is tied into poor maintenance. It's been overlooked for a lot of years, and now you're having, instead of spending small amounts of money on preventative, now you're spending large amounts to do major renovations that if it was tackled on a scheduled basis, you wouldn't be having to spend such large money. So it ties in directly to your pockets, which a lot of people, when you start feeling it in your pocket, then you start to take more a better look at it, and then it ties into the productivity. If the space is not friendly, there's issues with mold, staff is not going to function properly, staff is not going to want to be in that space, the production level is going to go down drastically. So making sure that space is functioning, you want that. You want workers coming in and feeling happy. You don't want every time they see the building, they feel just
gloomy.
They're sad to come to work.
Yeah,
but they have to.
They have a choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So this sort of work usually happens behind the scenes, right? Life goes on as usual while you all are doing your maintenance behind the scenes. Yeah. Now, what does a day in the life of that sort of maintenance look like?
Well, we try to plan ahead every time. Every day we're in the at the table coming up with ideas on how to best make approach on the maintenance that we have. But it's always a hectic one in FCL. Every day it's always a hectic one. As of 8 o'clock, start trying to get the guys out to the respective buildings, trying to get them to the respective jobs. It's always a hectic one, because even if you plan for the day before, come that day, something pops up, and we have to be back at the drawing board seeing which maintenance or which request is most important. And we Grenadians, we have this thing we say it's an emergency. It could be as simple as the lights, which is given problem, it's an emergency. So most of the times doing those groundwork, going to inspect buildings, going to inspect the request that we get, it's oftentimes a little hectic for us, but we always manage.
What would you say are some of the most challenging aspects of your work?
Receiving the correct information. Because when we get the calls from clients, whatever the information that is given, sometimes it's not always what it is when we go on site. So that's sometimes, from in my perspective, that's the most challenging part of it, getting the correct information about the request that we get.
I think to add to that, I would say the whole culture. We have a culture where we like this thing of breakdown maintenance. Unless it breaks down, we don't want to fix it.
Yeah, why fix what's not broken?
Yeah, why? But if you do fix it and you schedule preventative maintenance, you could make it last longer, right? So instead of having to go purchase something new, you could expand the lifespan of that AC unit by another 5 years just by cleaning it every 3 months. It's simple. It doesn't mean much. And then I think another important aspect too is, especially for us, we're not called unless something happens, right? And that should never be, because when you call us and something, it means the space is no longer usable. The asset that you're calling about is probably no longer functioning. We've gone past that stage where we could really do helpful things to keep the building functioning. So we want to get ahead of that and focus on the preventative side, so it does not have to break down. The AC shouldn't have to stop working for us to come and service it. You know, you see a crack in the lock is given. Don't wait till the door fall down and then call us. You know, we want to come there, see that there's an issue with the door, take the measures that's necessary to prevent that door from falling down, so that the space remains open. Every time you shut down a space,
you lose money.
And you got to go rent somewhere else.
And that has been our approach at FCL, making preventative maintenance the priority, because through that we have been able to save a lot of money doing that preventative maintenance, identifying issues that would have been something costly.
Right. Yeah. Which that actually was my next question. Can you give an example? Maybe not necessarily calling the name of a business or so, but where your preventative intervention saved the day.
It happens all the time, I think, especially on the plumbing side. The flex hose that we use, a lot of them, they become corrosive when we're using cleaning products. So most people don't notice them until they're fractured and it starts leaking. When the space is open and you're there and it's leaking, it's not a problem. When you're closed and it starts leaking, you come in the morning and it's flooded. So most times when we're doing our preventative inspection and we inspect those flex holes, we often see the cracks. We change it right away, and instead of leaving it to fracture and then bust. And then areas where we have not been able to get to them, we get calls, listen, the building is flooded, there's water coming down from upstairs, no, you have to go redo the ceiling, the lights are being affected. So we're seeing it in real time. Right? But I think because there's not an emphasis on the preventative side, a lot of people would pay attention to it only when it starts leaking. If I tell you I'm going to change your hose, you ain't really leaking yet, but it could be.
Why you fix it?
Why you fix it and you're charging me money for it? That make no sense. Let it. So we're trying to change that culture and get people to see it on the preventive. What old people say, prevention is better than cure.
1 ounce of prevention is better than a whole 10 pounds of cure.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, what I'm grasping thus far is the fact that you touch on different aspects of construction per se. You talked plumbing, you talked electrical, you talked about your doors, you talked AC. So what is your scope of work? What do you do? Physical?
We basically do everything at FCL. We have a well-rounded staff, qualified and equipped in handling everything. We do electrical, we do plumbing, we do HVAC, we do landscaping, we do general construction.
What is HVAC?
AC, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, heat, ventilation, AC.
Okay, yeah. You got to educate that. We were talking good, and then she just went talking to German. HVAC,
Yes,
okay,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah. I mean, with these kind of forums, it's how you educate people on the right the right terminology.
And that's so very important because we keep talking from a national perspective, transformation, and we're going to do things differently, and hopefully the difference is better. All right. Now, we had a big issue, it's still ongoing as a matter of fact. Do you do environmental work as well? Because we have a rodent infestation in our schools. How does your company come into play?
So, as part of our preventative approach, as Ms. Blair mentioned, we have excellent staff, very hardworking, very dedicated to doing their jobs. But FCL also partners with a lot of external companies, small contractors, and one of the ones that we utilize quite often is one that focuses on pest management. And what our engagement with them is, we try to do a preventative rodent treatment every month on the dot. We have it scheduled into our computer maintenance system. Once the 3-month period comes up, if they don't call us, we call them.
You're flagged.
Yeah.
It's flagged. They're telling you, listen, you need to go back to this building, either treat for termites, treat for rodents, do an inspection for mold, whatever it is on that environmental side, it's scheduled. And part of the problem is when it's not scheduled, you forget.
Exactly.
And it's only when it becomes, you start seeing the physical signs of it. But by that time, the infestation is already well. So getting that schedule every 3 months or every 4 months, that is an important aspect.
So it's safe to say that FCL has the top of the line sort of technologies in place to ensure that your clients are totally covered.
We do.
Yes.
We do. Absolutely.
And that's important. I think you all need to visit me more often because for more reasons than one. We're approaching the hurricane season now. Okay? And we as Grenadians, we seem to have been cultured in such a way that we don't fix what isn't broken.
Yeah.
So we reactive instead of proactive.
Yeah, and that's the idea we're trying to break by doing the approach of preventative maintenance, routine maintenance. What the naked eyes could see, it could be much more beyond when we do our inspections. Yeah.
Okay, that's you all need to visit me. Now, for young people listening, right? What opportunities exist in that field?
I think it's first important to mention that the facility management field is very different from construction, and we tend to mix and match it a lot. But it's very unique. It's not the construction of the building; it's the management of the building post construction. Yeah. That's very different. The people who construct the cars and the mechanic in the shop is two different entity. So our hope is that in taking the approach that we're taking, we're helping to build the industry called facility management. We've partnered with NTA, we've partnered with NULO, we've partnered with TAMCC to start getting young people to see this as a vocation.
Yeah, because you seldom, and it's important that you said that, because we seldom hear people talking about they want to get into property management. All right, they either want to build or they want to sell
real estate.
But it's so important to, because as you said earlier, constructing a building is serious money, and you have to protect it.
Yes, and oftentimes to repair the building might cost more than to construct the building. And the idea that we're trying to bring forward is that during construction phase or during the initial planning phase of constructing a building, there should be some sort of procurement or some sort of investment for preventative maintenance, for caring for the building. Because if it's not included, when time comes, oftentimes it's just better to leave the building, and it will cost you more to fix than to to repair.
So in essence, this should come from a sort of policy making level.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
It should be.
It has to be integrated. Once you start designing, you have to start taking into consideration what's the costs of maintaining that facility once construction is done. And that should be included in the life cycle cost of a building.
Definitely.
And if you don't include it, what ends up happening is you spend millions on the building and then you want to spend $50-$20 to maintain it.
Yeah.
Imagine buying a vehicle for that money and want to.
I think it was Paulkins Douglas that said that in one of his humorous commentaries, where the Japanese take years to develop the vehicle and man go and fix it with a piece of scotch tape.
That's exactly what's happening.
Now, how do you see the facilities management evolving in Grenada and by extension the wider Caribbean?
I think for us, what we're doing, as I mentioned, with partnering with those technical and training institutions, we also hire a lot of young people. We take people on from Empower program. We had previous people from the Peace Corps. So we try to bring them in, even though their background is not technical, but we have a lot of different aspects to it. There's a technical side, there's the information side, there's the gathering of data in the field, there's the design of the spacing. There's a lot that comes with it. So our hope is that we can showcase that, and this is doing these interviews and stuff is trying to highlight that, and then letting people know that there's a professional aspect of it. So like Ms. Blair and them, they're trained as part of the International Facility Management Association.
Wow. A heavyweight, man.
Yes. We want to be able to bring buildings to an international standard. And to do that, you have to have that international training and certification that gives you that qualification to say what you say and do what you're supposed to do. So we're trying to merge those. We're having a conference on Wednesday in celebration of World Facility Management Day. And again, we're going to bring in some speakers from Canada and some speakers from Trinidad who are well ahead of us in terms of their approach, asset management, and come in and talk to us, as well as even locally, a lot of in the tourism sector, Sandals and them, their approach is way ahead of what the government is doing. So we want to meet, network, engage ideas, see how we could come together and start forming this collective grouping that would allow us to grow facility management and share information and get young people interested in it and growing this sector into something that hopefully can employ thousands of people in the near future.
Which gives me the prelude to the penultimate question. How important it is for government stakeholders and facility managers, management companies like yourself, how important is it for them to cooperate?
To collaborate.
And collaborate.
Right. Like Mr. Joseph said.
Which Mr. Joseph? This one?
Facility management, everybody would have the different ideas, different standards, and collaborating with government entities, with other stakeholders, with other contractors, you're able to grasp a better understanding of the idea, because what your strategy would be, might be different from our strategy. So coming together, you're able to network, you're able to share information, you're able to learn, you're able to grow, you're able to coexist and understand buildings better, understand structures better, understand climate, and that's the important part of it, not only understanding facility management from a building perspective, but understanding holistic development of the building, the time of the year, the location of the building, the size of the building, the occupancy of the building. So by collaborating and coming together, you're able to gather information such as those.
How important, or can you play a role in pre-construction, like giving ideas and advice as to if this building is properly fitted for that area and so forth? Can you do that?
That is something that we're pushing, and our thing is it's cheaper to get us involved at the very early stages than waiting when everything is completed and you notice. And we see it all the time. We have a lot of clients who move to buildings and they don't call us. And then when they get there, they realize, well, the electrical system is outdated. The air quality is not good. Well, you don't sign the lease already. No, you have to fix it. And you didn't do your proper due diligence. And we're saying, well, engage us. And what we can do internally, we'll find the people and the professionals in that field and we'll do the legwork for you and get you to where you need to go.
Yeah.
In one sentence, as we close, what does World Facility Management Day mean to you?
In one sentence, for me, it means coming together, networking, sharing information, sharing ideas, learning, growing, and collaborating.
Mr. Joseph?
For me, I think it's behind every safe, functional, operating buildings, there's a bunch of people that are often not seen, and you only notice them when something goes wrong. Right? And we're trying to recognize those people on World Facility Management Day to let you know that they're the ones that's keeping that building going.
I want to thank you for sharing with us, and I challenge you to be frequenting my post a little more frequently. Yeah, come, let's talk, because what we talk, as you rightfully said, people don't pay much attention to this.
No.
But it is very, very important, especially now. All right, it's very important. So I challenge you that you
will take that up.
Yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, I'll pass by the office and see what all they're doing.
No problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
All right, folks. I've been speaking there with my friends from Facility Consulting Limited, and that's it for the conversation this morning. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
As always. Have a good one, everybody. Bye bye.